At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the New Orleans Saints
I give it all away. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far away. You give me holding out faith. I don't wanna go to war. You don't wanna give me peace. I can never leave you alone, even when I'm overseas. If I gotta do a show, you coming with me. Baby girl, you a prime time. I don't care if everybody see. Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go.
Nobody, and I don't care about the rest. You're mine. Nobody, and all is taking all this time. You're mine.
Tell me you love me, but no one above me, even when it's ugly and money get low. Trust me, even when it's one thing right after the other, the nerve is. Miss me, I know it's been 15 long days since I've been away. Tell me you wait.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
For a lighter, the spark of my fire inspired this poem. Gone.
Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the North Shore of the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Up next, it's our main event between the New Orleans Saints and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kicker or a puncher here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Wilson with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll work this one up to the 28. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Saints get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. And we all know everybody wants to avoid an opening drive 3-and-out, partner, but given how that one just went, an opening drive punt probably doesn't seem too bad right now.
No, I think everybody on that sideline would co-sign, especially the quarterback, and you also now give life to this defense and their offense that runs on the field.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he's going to work it to the 20. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing. Chuck. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down. And I'm just going to assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like it attacking the pass. Not just playing the defense, but go knock the ball away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. To the air on third and long. Brought in right side. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal. I know it's early, Brock, but that felt kind of big. A lot of momentum generated from that turnover was about to disappear if they didn't convert.
Yeah, there actually is some pressure on this opening series to score. I know pressure's a privilege, but that turnover gave them some early momentum, but it won't just disappear if they'll fail to score. It will actually head to that other sidelines.
ETN does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Shuck running a sneak. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Saints parlay the interception into points.
I don't think that defense was ready for that kind of push at the point of attack. I think they were thinking outside run, play action, but they get gutted, and they get gutted right up the middle.
Point after from Smith is good. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Wilson with a return here. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
Yeah, really with you. I should probably start a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that drink you got to chill.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Gallo can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
Throwing now off the play action. One for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing third down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Hits his running back. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. 1st and 10 from the 43. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, and you gave the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive until the quarterback can scan the field and find his completion.
He's keeping it. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Panther 60. Dragon 60.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Left side, caught by Metcalf. This gets down to about the 36-yard line. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down.
Takes the 2nd down snap. Just like the last play, Metcalf has it. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Guys, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. He's going to throw it. Bails out of the pocket quick. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. And that's going to be a touchback. No, it goes out at the 1. Wow, they still have a shot at this. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You can almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, but sometimes it could be their best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered.
The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
At the goal line. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Gonna keep this one and go. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. It's Steelers ball as we return for the second, and they have to be thinking points here. And he is into the end zone for a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
1st and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Rush coming for Shaw. Escapes the pocket. And he's short the first after a mild gain.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for lack of trying.
Etienne on 3rd down. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And he takes it down to the 33. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down now, ball at the 33. Shuck's going to throw here. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. He's got a man left. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
All set now. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
ETN gets it on the draw. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
This may be one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Ready? 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Buffalo 18, go.
3rd down, here's Shuck. And he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a second quarter lead. For the extra point, here's Smith. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. Reed now to kick this one away. Wilson with a return here. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They got 21 yards on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Rolling from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge? There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run.
10 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Warriors 70. 7 Pirates, 79 bro.
Here's the snap on 4th. Trying for the deep ball. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Iona Sanker. And the Saints get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes.
This is one of those moments, Kate, as a quarterback, when you're jogging off the field, I'm never going to look at my defense. They gave me the ball, and all I did was give it right back to that other offense.
First and 10 from the 32.
Jab 60. Come on. Set. Cougar 19.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup, let's go.
Throwing from the gun. Metcalf there to bring it in. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Steelers have a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Trying to throw this from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 18, Pioneer. Ready?
They are throwing it again. He's got it near the 10. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Looking inside the red zone. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Brown with a return here. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
Their own 24-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Shuck now on 1st down. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. 1st and 10. Here's Shuck. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And the Steelers take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Hey, we know in this league, takeaways are a big deal, but you get interception and chunk yards with it. That is a gold star effort.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60. Take over.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take the lead just before halftime. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And that one splits the uprights. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. They've got 1st down here, but just 18 seconds to work with.
Let's go.
They send him in motion.
19, Tiger.
On play action, here's Shuck. Flushed out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a Saints first down. Off the play action, Chuck. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Steelers get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. We have seen this happen before, partner. 3 interceptions in a row. We're going to spare the quarterbacks who've done it. Not going to mention any names, but man, not a list that he wanted to join.
Yeah, he probably stopped throwing the ball. Like, stop throwing the ball. You see that out loud?
No, that was on there. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Saints are stopped on that return, so that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. And we'll start the second half with Etienne. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
This offense has now left us some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Chuck to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
To throw, Chuck. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Here's Etienne on 1st down. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They're going play action. He's going to push one deep. Brought in inside the 20. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
From the red zone on 1st. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that kick.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. 3rd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion will.
Quick pass right side, complete. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Going now on first down. It is caught left side. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. That's 16 on the pickup. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's the give to Dowdle. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They're going to throw out of the gun. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that game.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Go! 60 Bison, 60 Bison, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let's go.
They'll throw it here on first. Completed over the middle.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Shotgun give now to Dowdle. He cuts it back right. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Goal at the
Let's go
4-yard
now.
line.
Panther 6.
And he just get the play off. Has it in close. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers push their lead further to start the half. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Only one quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a two-score game to begin the fourth. Now Boswell on to send this away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Saints take over first and 10.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Viking 18.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Finds a seam down the middle. And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to the 17.
And the Saints, first down. It's a gain of 56 yards. And the Saints, first down.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is down all the way to the 3. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
To throw again here, it's Shuck. Oh my,
before this drive started, the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Second down run, good for 4. That brings up third down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. No throw, third and long. Caught by his back. And he's tackled for a short gain. Looking quickly here.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
They're going to try to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints now within 1 score in the fourth. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance. You know, we tend to say this all the time, and I'll say it yet again, Kate. Big targets in the red zone are an enormous advantage. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
Hardy on the return. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Back now, pressure coming. Short pass brought in. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
49-yard line.
Pass play on first and 10. Hopkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
Kate, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
We've got a screen to the running back. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers leading by 6. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Here we go.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And it's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Dowdle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
32-yard line.
Finds Metcalf there over the middle. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Line up the design keeper. The Saints call their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. This won't run out the clock just yet, Brock. They're going to have to kneel it again after this one. He's keeping it, gonna get it forward. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal.
19 Lion. Bronco 80. Go.
Setting up to pass. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I do it.
And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Chubb. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. And now it's 2nd down. Slot man motioned over. Off the play action, Chubb. Completed to his running back. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Shuck to throw. Goes right downfield to Olave. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set.
1st down, Saints.
Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Steelers have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but the heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
On the coverage.
Air it out on 3rd. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. There it is, touchdown Pittsburgh. The a check in the win column for the Steelers. Well, Brock, the playoffs didn't materialize for him this year, but